never had to do that test where you go into a doctor?
No. So me and Bradley got our allergy tested at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And with peanut butter, you can just take a blood sample and test it. But Bradley, being Bradley, allergic to literally everything on this planet. He had like 4 of them on his, or not 4. He had like probably 2 rows of 5, so 10 different spots that they did on his forearm. And he was crying the entire time.
Oh, dude, it's so bad.
It is.
So there's a test that doctors do, which it's 2022. Let's figure out an easier way to fucking see if you got allergies, you know. Yeah. But they take different substances and they put just like a few drops on your skin to see how your skin reacts.
And then they poke the skin so it goes into you. Yeah. And it just itches.
It's so itchy. And I had to do that when I was, I don't know how old I was, probably in middle school.
I probably got it.
Go into the goddamn doctor, lay face down like I was getting a massage, take my shirt off, and then I don't know how many dots of substances I had. It had to have been like 30 different things on my back.
You know when it's your back, there's going to be a lot because there's other places to do it. Like Bradley had it on his forearm because he didn't have so many. But you know if you're laying on your belly and your back is exposed, you know there's going to be at least 30 different dots of who knows what.
It was torture not being able to scratch. Absolute torture.
I mean, some of them you didn't need it. Like some of them probably didn't itch, but some of them did. And that's kind of the whole point of the testing. But
I'm allergic to penicillin too, which is a medication that I think it's a seizure medication because I used to have seizures when I was a kid. Because I cracked my head a couple of times.
Tyler was dropped as a child.
In elementary school. But I'm allergic to pills. I remember I took it for the first time during Thanksgiving and my lips went, ooh. They
puffed up?
Oh, yeah. I looked like...
You got that Kim Kardashian?
Yeah, man. Yeah. But I remember... I assumed the seizures were for me fucking cracking my head. I never like...
How'd you crack your head? Do you remember?
Yeah, I was in elementary school. There's been a couple instances. Yeah. One, I was in 3rd grade, and you know how you just throw shit at your... elementary school.
Yeah.
You gotta fuck around.
Yeah.
But I forgot what we were throwing around, but my old friend Nick, he had an eraser, and I remember he threw it at me. And I was sitting like I am now, just in a chair next to a filing cabinet.
Ooh.
And I duck so the eraser doesn't hit me. And right here, in between my eyes.
The bridge of the nose.
Mm-hmm,
oh.
Right in between my eyebrows, when I ducked down, it hit the corner of the filing cabinet.
Like not the edge, the corner?
The corner.
Oh,
the fucking corner, dog.
God.
I reached down. I didn't feel anything at all. I reached down and I just feel warmth all over my hand, like and I look down, all red, just blood, just gushing, and I start crying because like I'm crying more because I'm scared.
Yeah, because you were young, so
didn't feel anything.
What the fuck? Right? I haven't seen this much blood before.
Yeah, and then I had to go in and get a couple 1-2 stitches.
Is there a scar still there?
Yeah, there's a scar still there. I was in 3rd grade, and then before then, I believe I was in 1st or 2nd grade. We were in gym class, and we were. I went to Roseland Elementary School, but at the time, they were doing renovations to our original school, so we're going to a different, filler school.
Yeah.
And it didn't have a gym, so we used the cafeteria as a gym, and the floor was like the slippery white tiles.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot what we were doing, but we were running around something, and I slipped back, and my head just cracks the fucking the tile.
You broke the tile?
I don't think I broke the tile.
Because I was about to say that tile.
That hurt though.
Those tiles. I feel like everybody who went to a school like that had some sort of encounter with that tile, and it is hard.
That joint.
It doesn't move.
And I fell down. That fucking hurt. I don't remember crying that time, but I got up. The gym teacher told me to go to the nurse's office.
Yeah.
And we had been in the school, I think, 2 years at this point, so I knew my way around. Like, I knew where the fuck I was going. I get out the gym, and I start walking to the nurse's office, and I stop, and I'm like, where the fuck am I at? Where's the nurse's office? Then I start crying. It's like, dude, I don't know where I'm at. I don't know how to get to the nurse's office. I know where it's at, but I can't get to it. And I go up crying to a teacher, and she had to show me where the nurse's office was.
Jesus Christ,
just
dude.
didn't remember.
Just lost.
But I don't think I had to get any staples or stitches for that or anything like that.
You just kind of shook you up a little bit.
I think I just shook it off and had some seizures a few years later. Which I didn't tell my parents about for a while.
The seizures?
I was scared of them. I didn't know what it was.
When they start, do you remember?
I remember.
For sure.
I remember the first one I had.
Rip. Oh.
It was a complete shit show. I was so confused because the circumstances were a little fucking weird. So we used to like take our tent and camp in our backyard.
Yeah, we used to do that too.
But this particular night we put it on the balcony. That's is it a balcony if it's like high off the ground?
I think it's a balcony. It's a patio.
Patio's on the ground.
Patio's on the ground.
Balcony's above ground.
Porch is front.
Yeah.
Front porch.
But we were on the back balcony. It was just me. I put the tent up there. It's like I guess I didn't want to sleep on the ground in the backyard. And so I wake up and the entirety of this tent is just fucking drenched. And I'm like, what is going on?
Did it rain on you?
I thought I pissed myself. I guess it just rained and no one noticed that it was going to rain that night. But I woke up that morning to just my whole body just shaking like crazy.
Yeah. Wet, cold probably.
And I didn't realize it was wet till after the seizure was done, but I stopped. The seizure's finished, and then I feel everything, and it's just all wet. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck just happened here? I woke up fucking shaking, and I just pissed this entire tent. Is that what happened? But yeah, I didn't tell him for a while because I was like, what the fuck was that? Is this normal?
Yeah, you just kind of went with it.
Yeah.
Did they get more intense, or is it just kind of like?
No, they're all about the same. They lasted probably for a minute, I'd say.
And you just like lay in bed, and all of a sudden you just start shaking.
Yeah, I remember waking up. I don't think I was ever awake, and then it started happening. It was always I woke up to it.
You woke up. Okay.
But I went to the old hospital for a couple days, which was fun.
Yeah. Shit, dude. What are you drinking over there?
I'm drinking apple cranberry juice.
For a second, I thought you were drinking wine. It's like, dude.
Oh, dude.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning.
That edible fucked me up, dude.
Did it?
I shouldn't have done that. I won't be doing that again. But this morning, my energy is just...
You're gone.
I'm going to have a rough time at the gym today, I think. But,
really?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, that was probably the most fun I've had, though.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, but I was laughing a whole bunch uncontrollably, but after we called it a night and I couldn't fall asleep till 2:30 in the morning.
Jesus Christ, dude. No.
I physically couldn't fall, and I had to take melatonin. And I had a little bit of panics when I was in my room.
Yeah.
Just like identity crisis.
Oh, yeah. I had those.
Yeah, man, I had
That's crazy.
It is a CBD edible, too. It wasn't even like a weed edible.
Oh, dude, imagine 200 milligrams of...
God.
You said you were on Neptune yesterday?
Yeah, I was on Neptune, man.
You'd be out of the Milky Way.
I was thinking...
Delta 9.
I was thinking I was going to go to Pluto, but it only got me to Neptune.
Which Neptune?
Dude.
Neptune was a good spot to hit.
I like Neptune.
Neptune was a really good spot for you.
Afterwards, I went to fucking the sun, dude.
When
I went in my room, just shit hit the fan.
Jeez.
You ever get any bad injuries when you were a kid?
No, I don't think I ever had a bad injury. Well, I did sprain my thumb. I was super young, so like spraining your thumb was like the end of the world for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I sprained my thumb. I had a brace on it for a while. But yeah, that was it. It was just that. Well, actually, there was, now that I think about it.
No broken bone?
No, I never broke a bone. I think the most I've done is like sprained or dislocated for a second. It wasn't like I dislocated my shoulder and it's sitting there for 5 minutes dislocated. But there was I don't remember how the thumb happened. But I do remember when I was a kid, I was grounded and my cousin was babysitting us. So you could get away with the things you were grounded from.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it was that I was grounded from, but anyways, I think it was actually my scooter. I was doing some dumb shit on my scooter, like the little 2-wheel things.
Was it a Razor scooter? Or
yeah,
the Razor. Those motors.
No, the Razor scooters. The ones where you like kick yourself and it hits your ankle, it hurts like shit. Yeah. Those types of scooters. I think I was doing some stupid shit on it and I got grounded from the scooter because of it. But I took the scooter out, and my parents live on basically a hill. Like our street is probably a 45-degree angle down, and we're at the top of it. Mm-hmm. So I took the scooter, and I'm going along our driveway, which is very level. Our driveway is very level for being on a hill. I just get over the curb. You know, we're cruising. You're out in the middle of the street. You're a kid. You want to fuck around. It's like, oh yeah, I'm in the street. This is exhilarating type shit. It's like, you know what? I'm going to fucking go down the hill. I'm going to race. I'm going to fucking go Mach 2 down this fucking hill. So I you know what I even do? Is we're like, the house is like 3/4 of the way up the hill. So I go the extra quarter up. So I'm on the peak. So I start kicking down the hill. I pass my house like, oh yeah, I'm moving. I'm moving. And the neighbors down the hill from us, I was like, oh shit. I started getting the speed wobbles a little bit.
Wobbles?
Yep. And I started getting the speed wobbles. I was like, shit, I gotta bail. I was like, I'm not even halfway down. If I keep going, I'm gonna be fucked, dude. I'm gonna be skid marks on this goddamn road. So I tried bailing, but instead of bailing before, like when I needed to bail, I basically turned into the curb on our neighbor's driveway. My front tire hit the grass, and it's wet. It was a little soft, so like the tire went over the driveway, poked into the ground, and the scooter just stopped. So I got flown into the grass of the neighbors, and I tried to brace myself with my forearm of my right hand, but instead of doing that, I landed pretty much just on my elbow, which basically sent a shock through my arm. So my shoulder was fucked and my elbow was fucked.
How old were you?
I was probably like 12, 13, 14.
Oh, man.
But I was just, like, I was out for, like, I was doing, like, sports and shit, like t-ball or baseball of some sort. I forget where it was then, but I just couldn't do anything.
Just couldn't participate.
Just couldn't do anything.
Couldn't participate.
Like, I couldn't move my arm. Like, my arm was in a sling for probably 3 weeks. Just sitting like this. But it wasn't broke. It wasn't broke.
I had one of those instances. I didn't get hurt or nothing. I just got like some scratch on my ankle. I used to ride my bike with my dad a lot when I was little. And those caves I delivered to, they used to have a midnight bike ride, and they'd go like...
Oh, yeah. I remember you guys doing those midnight bike rides.
That was the last time I've been to those caves. But I used to ride my bike with my dad a lot. And it was at this lake across the street from my parents' house.
Shawnee, or whatever it is, yeah. That's a little pond.
And at
That's not a lake. It's a pond.
It's a puddle. You know where the dam is at?
Yeah.
Before that was there, it just used to be a straight hill.
Yep.
Into like the sand.
The runoff, yeah.
It was
the runoff area.
There was volleyball courts. There was sand volleyball courts there.
Yeah.
And I was riding my bike with my dad, and I told my dad, I want to go down this hill and get some speed and see how far I could get through the sand. He's like, you're not going to go anywhere in the sand, Tyler.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm getting so much momentum,
you're just going to glide.
Go through the sand.
You're just going to glide through it.
He's like, go for it, Tyler.
He's like, you're going to learn the hard way. Here you go.
I'm grateful that that's the kind of parent I'm going to be. But he's like, okay, go for it. And I get all this fucking momentum, and my front tire hits the sand and just doesn't move, and I fucking flip over and scratch the fuck out of my ankle.
Luckily, I mean, sand's probably better to land on than ground, but...
Yeah. And that story you just told reminded me of when I tried to pull you in my car when you were on
Okay.
Were you on your longboard?
Yeah, I was. So this is another crazy story. This was actually my junior year of high school. So like we were pretty much young adults. Like we were still stupid, but
we knew damn well what we were doing.
Yeah, we did. This is at that point where you're like, you know what? Some stupid shit's about to happen, and it's gonna be fucking cool. But you don't know the repercussions of it. You only see the bright side. So anyways, Tyler and his little Nissan Versa and my longboard decided to take it out for a little spin.
Whose idea was it?
I think it was mine. Okay. I think it was mine because I just made the longboard and I really wanted to test it out. So, and I had a little bit of practice before this. Like, I'm not crazy about longboards. Like, I know it'd be cool to make a longboard and test it out. I don't know how to longboard. So, instead of going downhill, I was like, Tyler, let me hold on to the back of your car and let's ride uphill. So, I already knew this was going to be a bad experience when I saw the back of Tyler's car and there was nothing to hold on to. There was nothing to hold on to.
You think that's going to stop me?
No, that wasn't going to stop me. I was like, Tyler, I'm just going to bear hug your car and you just book it. So I grab onto the back of his car, and this hill is no small hill. It's like the middle of a valley.
Yeah, it's a big one.
It's like, I mean, it is a valley because there's train tracks underneath the bridge at the bottom. Uh-huh. There's this little stream. It's no small.
It's probably one of the biggest inclines in Kansas.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're at the bottom of the hill. I triple checked, no cars around, nothing. I was like, okay, if I do fall, we're chilling. So I grab the back of his car somehow, some way, and I set up, and we start going. And at this point, I also realized that we had no, like, code word for go faster, slow down, stop, nothing of that.
I don't even know if my windows were rolled up, down. So
I don't know either. Probably not. I think you were just solely relying on the mirrors. So anyways, we start going. We start picking up some speed. I was like, we're going uphill. I can take this. We can go faster. So we start going. And it's like, all right, speed up. And Tyler just doesn't hear me. He just keeps going.
I just keep accelerating.
And we get to a certain point. I start to get the little bit of speed wobbles, but I catch myself, and I was like, okay, let's calm down now, Tyler. We're at a speed. Doesn't acknowledge. Doesn't acknowledge. We just keep going, and I get a hair further, and my instinct was just to take a step off the longboard because, like, I couldn't stay on the longboard because I was wobbling so much that I was like, fuck it. I got to take a step off this and just test my luck of just rolling. So I take my step. I tuck my right shoulder as I did as a young kid. A similar action. Tuck my right shoulder. But instead, I rolled perfectly. Yeah, you did. I rolled perfectly for going, I think you said 30-something miles an hour?
That looked like an action movie the way you rolled.
Yeah, and I might...
Because you're going so fast.
Yeah. There was a point in my life, and it could have been this point, where I was big into parkour. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to parkour roll this. Oh. But anyways, I rolled pretty perfectly, but I did scrape the shit out of every limb on my body.
Yeah, I thought we had dislocated something or broke something because I remember your tailbone or something was like hurting.
So this is the injury list. Yeah. This is the injury list. So starting on my legs, my shin, I think it was my left shin. Like, there was a big spot on my left shin that just got scraped. It just cleaned. Just cleaned, yeah.
No skin whatsoever.
So it scabbed up real cool. You know, you get a whole thing, it's like a sheet of scabs after it is done. My knees were pretty banged up, but not as bad as some other parts. Both sides of my ass cheek, and actually my little love handle portion up here got scraped off. So I had a big, strawberry type injury there on both cheeks. Move up to the hands. This was the worst part, was my hands. Because I come in, all like my adrenaline is running. I go, Tyler. I'm looking at my hands. I go, Tyler. I don't have skin on my pinky. There was, I think, 4 fingers on each hand that were just fucked.
Just gone.
Just skin was just gone. Like, I'm surprised I have fingerprints still. Like, the palm of my hands were all scraped up. My fingers, the tip of my fingernails were gone.
And I'm be honest, when I was driving, I wasn't even looking at the speedometer. I wasn't even really looking at you. I was just looking at
the road. You're just.
I was just slowly pressing the gas, and I look up, and it says, "I hear."
You hear the fall,
like a muffled.
Tyler,
slow down, and I hear a banging on my window. I hear, slow down. And I look up at the speedometer and it says 35 miles an hour.
Yeah, we were kind of booking it.
I'm like, oh no. And I don't remember if I tried to brake.
Yeah.
But you were gone back by then. I looked back and I saw your flip.
Yeah.
And I saw you immediately get up and start walking like everything.
Oh, yeah. Well, because, my adrenaline was going. And actually, there was a car. There was a car from the other side that was just going against traffic. And I get up and I just start cruising along. And I think I waved to her and everything.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. And I got in your car.
30% of my skin is gone. Has been ripped off. But everything's fine, lady. Keep on going.
Dude, that was probably the worst. Stupid, uncontrollable, it was controllable. That was a stupid.
Oh yeah, dude. We got real lucky.
We did.
You could have easily broken some bones, cracked your skull if you didn't roll like that.
I was yeah. It could have been so much worse. And even after that, after the adrenaline set down, I was back to my normal mindset. I was like, since we were going uphill, I could have just let go of the car.
Yeah. I could have just let go of the car.
I could have just let go of the car and just rolled uphill and slowly lost momentum. But instead, I took a step.
I gotta jump off this. Michael's fight or flight kicked in and he chose to fly.
Which I'm glad I did, because otherwise I wouldn't be telling this story right now. But yeah, no, that was ridiculous. And I still have some spots on me that.
Some scars.
Yeah.
You have a little bald spot where you have staples.
Yeah. Was that the one where you hit him with the golf ball or golf club or whatever that was?
No, the staples one, we were playing tag or something. And I didn't intentionally push him. I kind of tripped and my momentum went to him. But I pushed him and his head hit the edge of our front door. Oh. And front doors of houses,
they're solid.
They're they're heavier.
They're solid. They're solid wood. They're not the hollow framed
bathroom doors.
Bathroom doors. No.
There's some heavy fucking doors. So yeah, he staples from that in his head. But that one wasn't as bad as compared to when we were playing golf in our grandparents' backyard. It was me, my brother, and my uncle. And we were the way our grandpa's and grandma's backyard is the house is on a hill and the backyard kind of slopes down.
And yeah, it levels out down there.
And so we're at the top of the hill, just teeing off golf balls, seeing how far we can get.
Yeah.
I don't remember whose idea it was, but it was someone's idea. I know it wasn't mine to say, hey, let's go hide behind the trees down there. And you hit the golf balls past us, and that'll be cool, right? Everything will be fine.
Surely one golf ball won't hit somebody.
And this is like a 3-acre yard?
Yeah.
It's a big yard. Golf ball,
it's tiny. It's about an inch and a quarter,
fucking 2 inches across.
Yeah.
3 acres, 2 inches across. my first fucking shot.
It was
my brother and my uncle go down there, which... If you hear my uncle, don't allow us to do this. But
yeah, for real.
being an adult, I don't know how old we were. I was probably in middle school. He was probably in elementary school. Yeah. I don't know, something like that. But my uncle goes and hides behind a tree down there, and my brother goes and hides behind a tree, and I'm up at the hill, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hit it, and I go back. And I crack it, dude. Fucking
perfect
Tiger
shot.
Woods level shot here. I'm not aiming at nothing. No, I'm just wanting to hit it as hard as I can, as far as I can. And I hit it, and I watch, and I guess after hearing the club hit the ball,
somebody wanted to see
Logan's
where it
like,
was.
oh, that he just hit it. I want to see where it's at. Poke my head out from the tree. Pokes his head out. I see him poke his head out, and I see this stupid-ass golf ball just
hurling towards...
beelining it towards the one tree in the yard that he's at.
Yeah, no, granted, there's probably 20 trees in the yard.
There's so many trees.
There's so many other trees.
I randomly hit this fucking golf ball, and it just fucking soars right to his fucking... his tree. And I'm like, okay, hit the tree, dog. Hit the tree. You hear, cluck! Cluck! It sounded like I hit a golf ball with a driver.
Yeah.
Again. You know how that yard's big and it echoes through the floor. So yeah. And he's just fucking crying. I'm like, oh my fucking God, dude.
Did he drop?
I don't remember.
Or did he like run to the house? Because I know some kids have that instinct to go, where's my parents?
I don't remember. But I remember Danny got him and he came running up to the top of the hill with him, just blood everywhere. Like, oh, fucking no, dude. And I think my mom was there and she came and was like, what happened? What happened?
Yeah.
And they took him to the ER. He just had to get some stitches in his head. But for like a week, dude, I just sat in my room. I felt so fucking bad. I was just crying in my bed the entire time. He's never done anything like that to me, but I've put some stitches in that boy's head. Yeah. And that's okay.
I would say I've assisted a scar on Matthew. I wouldn't say I put it there. I assisted it. So there's this tree that's on the corner of my parents' house. And I was a climber back then. I climbed our street light post to the top to watch 4th of July fireworks from a high view. And like there's no ladders or anything. I was just like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna climb it. So I like wrapped my body around it and like scooted my way to the top. That sort of thing. So I was climbing this tree that was on the corner of the house to get up to our roof. That was the goal of this. I was like, I'm gonna climb this tree and get on top of the house. So I did. Matthew decided to follow me. And this tree was no like open tree. It was like a little dogwood that had tiny branches everywhere. Okay? And we're sitting there, or I'm sitting on the roof. Matthew's still struggling to climb up the tree a little bit. He's also 2 years younger than me, so I mean it made sense why he was a little slower. But I think he stepped on a little branch and put all of his weight on it, and he fucking broke it. Oh no. And his chin came down on a little nub of a branch and just dug out a piece of his chin.
I don't like that, dude. And
get this.
That gives me the chills.
So after that, I was like, shit, dude, you're kind of bleeding a little bit. It was like a deep cut sort of thing. And it's like, okay, I'm not going to tell Mom. I'll handle this myself. So I run into the house, and I was like, I've seen this done before. Okay, deep cuts need this or the butterfly bandages. You know the butterfly bandages that have the two sticky ends and they pull it together. Yeah. So like, okay, I need those. Couldn't find them. Went to another place. Okay, I found them. I grabbed it. Matthew, this is gonna hurt a little bit. I stuck one in, yanked it, closed it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna put a Band-Aid on it, stop the bleeding, you're good.
You're good, dude.
You're good.
Everything's fine. You don't need to cry.
And then, yeah. Well, he wasn't even crying, it was surprising to me. Really? Yeah. But But yeah, I closed it, and not 5 minutes later, Mom walks into the house, sees Matthew with a Band-Aid on his chin and a butterfly Band-Aid. It's like, what the heck happened? What the heck happened? It's like, Mom, I took care of it. It's all right. It's all right.
Fine,
Everything's
Mom.
fine. And she kind of looked at it a little bit. It's like, nothing's fine. But I think it wasn't deep enough to, need stitches or staples or whatever you need for that sort of thing. But he has a nice scar on his chin because I sutured him up with Band-Aids.
Yeah, scar. I still got my...
Yeah, that's probably your worst one, isn't it?
Oh, dude, that's so
self-inflicted.
It's so stupid.
Self-inflicted.
And it's growing up. So I got mad at a video game and I fractured my fucking pinky, which is frustrating because growing up, my brother was the one who got
broke all the bones.
mad at video games, and he would break.
Oh yeah.
I think I broke my fair share. I may have broken a controller too, but this man went through so many controllers.
TV. He even went through a TV.
He'd throw stuff. He'd break stuff. He'd get real upset. I'd get upset, but I never break anything really, or throw anything. I just get real I'll punch my hand. I'll go like this. Like I'll punch myself.
But that's more for the other person on the other end of the mic to hear I'm frustrated, but I want to show some aggression.
And there's some comedy value there when I fuck up in a video game and all you hear is
you'll still go for it. But I mean, you weren't nothing like him. He would throw shit.
No, but he's never fucking broken
a bone
over
a video game.
The one time I get mad enough to fucking actually
punch something.
I fucking
fracture
my fucking pinky. I got what they call a boxer's fracture.
Yeah.
Because when you're boxing, it's a pretty common fracture to happen. Because if that bone just gets
compressed enough,
it just goes
up.
It
just shoots.
Splits.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what has happened. I was playing For Honor.
Yeah.
That fuck ass game,
dude.
Combat game.
Yeah.
It's a very cool concept. It's just so frustrating because people are so good at video games, dude.
Yep.
I just simply can't compete.
And that game is literally called For Honor, and it's a 3v3. And you can 2v1 a person, you can 3v1 a person.
Yeah.
But it's called For Honor because you respect the 1v1s.
Yeah. But I think it was a 1v1 anyways.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a 2v1.
I was playing 1v1 anyways, and this dude just keeps fucking me up. And all right, dude, there had to have been something else going on in my life. I don't think it was just a video game. Yeah. There's no way it wasn't. It was only the video game. It was
some built-up anger.
Surely it had to be. I don't remember what it would have been, but he fucking kills me for the fucking 18th time in a row or something. And I take my fist, pinky down, and just slam it as hard as I can against my desk. And immediately, I don't hear anything, but I feel it happen.
Yeah.
And I look down, and I just get heat rushed,
heat
flashes as soon as I see it, because I see just two bumps, and I know it's the bone being
split.
compressed and split upwards.
Yeah.
And I go, and I press it, and I push it back down, because I'm panicking.
Yeah.
So I push it back down. I think it
went back to its spot.
It went back to its real spot, but it started swelling, and I was getting so fucking hot and sweaty because I don't do well with fucking broken bones or blood. And I go in on my parents' bedroom floor, and I just fucking lay there, and I call my mom I broke my pinky. And she's like, "Are you serious?"
Really? It was immediate? I thought you sat with it for a couple of days.
No, I didn't sit with it for a couple of days. I probably sat with it for 5 minutes, contemplating whether me pushing it back in
fix the problem.
Just heal normal, or if I need to fucking call someone to get it fucking fixed. I needed to call someone to get it fixed. I had to get fucking surgery on it.
Yeah.
But I was so hot, and I was laying on my parents' bedroom floor, and I called my mom. So I was like, "Oh, I just broke my pinky. I'm gonna pass out, dude. I can't. I need some help. I need some help here. I'm a senior in high school, but I need an adult. I need an adult.
Yeah. I'm still living under your protection. Give me assistance.
Hey, I'm 17 years old, and I broke my pinky playing a video game. I need an adult.
Did you have to get pins? Or Was it screws or something?
They put something like that in there. I think I still got the picture. It was like 5 little screws or pins or something.
Do you still have any metal in you?
No. It still gets, like, when it gets really cold outside.
You kink up or something?
It gets a little tight. Like, I can't bend it all. I mean, I can. It just feels.
Can you straighten
tighter.
your pinky?
I think I could do everything.
You have full range of your
yeah,
pinky?
I think I got full range. It just gets tight when it's cold outside. Physical therapy fucking sucks. And I just did it for a little fucking fracture. I can't imagine the fucking shit you'd have to go through, like my brother when he broke his arm to do physical therapy. Because it's just not going to be comfortable.
No.
Like, you have to feel the pain for you to progress in that shit.
Which Bradley, my youngest brother, broke his thumb, I think on 2 occasions? Maybe it's just one. But he's a goalie, and he tried to grab a ball, and somebody kicked the ball when it was in his hands, and it broke his finger. And the funny story about that, though, is he had a soccer game, broke his pinky on, like, one of the last plays of the soccer game, and then immediately after that game, he had a flag football game.
Oh.
So he was like, all right, I'm cool. I'm going to play. You know, my thumb's fine, as it looks like a goddamn balloon.
Bradley's got something to prove in this flag football game.
So he was like...
You can't sit this one out, huh?
He's like, he's literally not moving his thumb. He's like, I'm going to play this game. I can play flag football. Mom, let me play flag football. I was like, no, you're going to the ER, dude. Look at your thumb. It's like 2 times the size of your other thumb. And anyways, but he had to get a couple of pins and shit.
I couldn't play a flag football game, dude. I can't.
Really?
I'd fucking pass out. I don't understand how people could, like, just push through that shit, dude.
Flag football?
No, like, playing through injury.
Oh.
Not flag football, injury. Like, if I broke my thumb, I'm done. Done. If a fingernail comes off, I'm out. I'm done. It's over. I'm not doing. I can't do anything.
I had playing baseball. The coach wanted me to bunt or something, and I put my finger on the outside of the bat, like you're not supposed to do, because if the ball hits that portion of it, you're smashing your finger.
Yeah.
Well, I did it, and I smashed my finger. And this was like rec, so like, you know, anybody could be pitcher. I was the next pitcher, because I was the one who was actually able to throw the baseball. So I was trying to pitch with a fucked up pinky. Or a fucked up finger. I forget which one it was. But I couldn't do it. I was out for their game. I was out for the rest of the game. I couldn't play.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine physical therapy for like a leg or...
See, that's the thing. Brother didn't have physical therapy for a thumb.
Or a shoulder.
I wonder what the limit is.
I don't know.
What draws the line?
I just finished that Columbine book.
Yeah.
Physical therapy that some of those kids had to go through.
Like mental?
That too, but...
like from
having shrapnel all on your arms and like the stuff they did.
That's
crazy. What I've recently learned in that book is how much of a shit show the response of the police was. This is fucking nuts to me. I guess during that time they didn't have a system to where the SWAT team goes in and kills the shooter under any circumstances. They didn't have any regulations that say they could do that. It wasn't allowed. It was like you have to go in and clear each room at a time. Obviously, because of Columbine, now SWAT teams
can just go in.
They go in and they're getting that shooter as quickly as possible.
Yeah, they see a gun, you're dead.
But the first, I believe, one of the first 2 people to have been killed in the Columbine shooting he was outside. I think there was 2. There was a boy and a girl. And I don't know if it was both of their bodies, but they were outside dead on the ground for 28 hours. Not even covered. So that's how much of a shit show like the police response was. Like to have these 2 kids out here, and it started snowing that night too. It wasn't like snow, but they were out there. Their bodies were out there for 24 hours, dude. 24 hours.
Crazy. That's disrespectful.
It's just a shit show. Just a shit show of a police.
Yeah, that tells you even... I mean, when was that? 1999? Yeah. Because I think security and different like protocols got set. Really got set after 9/11.
Yeah.
Everything before 9/11, security-wise or enforcement, it's kind of a shit show.
Mm-hmm. And it makes you wonder what we're not doing now that's going to be like, oh shit.
With the technology, with all this technology advancing, there's got to be something we're missing.
We'll figure it out, though, when it happens. Because that's really the only way to...
I don't think it is going to happen. Did you see Putin's message?
Yeah, when was this?
It was pretty recent.
The last I heard anything, I just watched Biden talk about it last night.
So apparently, if the U.S. gets involved, it's over.
Yeah, if America and Russians start shooting at each other, we're in a different world. We're
done. I saw, I don't know how true this is because it's on TikTok and people are translating it for me from Russian, but a line that he said is, "Nobody will live."
Yeah, he said no one's going to win.
Nobody's going to win.
No one's going to win.
And if one nuke gets set off, world's over.
Yeah.
We're done. And it only takes one person to call that in.
Scary, man. I did see...
And I'm really not liking our positioning.
I did see that the U.S. intelligence figured out that Russians are moving commanders in certain spots, and they're being told to be ready on Tuesday, I think, as a possible invasion of Ukraine. Of Russia invading Ukraine.
Yeah.
I forgot why.
It's crazy, dude. Because, as soon as one button's pressed, it's all getting pressed, and it's all over.
And they flirted this whole Ukraine. I remember this Ukraine-Russia thing it kind of diffused. Because remember a few years ago, there was some tension?
Yeah. A little Cold War.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm hoping it's similar on our part. I mean, obviously, Russia's going to invade Ukraine. Putin made that clear, that he was going to invade Ukraine. But, I mean, it's sad to say, but I hope we stay a little.
Yeah, I believe the Russians' point of view is they don't want Ukraine to join NATO.
Yeah.
Because they're always afraid Ukraine, regardless, is going to, I believe, invade whatever port island or...
It's really,
I'm not educated enough in this. But Russia's afraid of Ukraine invading this certain spot that Russia has. And their logic is, okay, well, we're going to invade Ukraine before Ukraine joins NATO, because if Ukraine joins NATO and invades, then it's 29 countries versus Russia.
Yeah.
So they're kind of in a position to where
they need
leverage.
I mean, as a strategic war option, it's a good move on their part.
Yeah, man.
You can't trust anybody.
Every country in this world has its own place and its own their own rights to,
which is crazy,
be here.
Yeah, there's somebody on the other side of this world right now
who
with
think
bigger
they're
problems.
Yep, and they think they're just as right as we think we're right.
Yeah,
maybe they are more right.
Yeah,
who knows what's wrong?
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know.
The concept,
who knows what's real and wrong?
The concept of good and bad is completely. It's a concept made up by humans.
Yeah.
Nothing's really good and bad. It's just what the majority agree on. Good and bad.
It is.
That's what it is.
That's crazy.
Do you think people are born good and turn bad, or do you think vice versa?
I think it's both. I think there's both.
A couple bad apples there.
There's got to be some influence as a kid to where, like, your head is not in the right spot as other people.
Yeah, I guess
going into the world,
childhood kind of shapes everything. I bet we're all born inherently good.
I think the majority is going to be born good, but there are some, like, I mean, Hitler was good before he turned into Hitler as we know him.
Yeah,
he wanted to be an art major.
Let him to the art school, dog.
Yeah,
if you let him into the.
If you would just let Hitler into art school,
you fucking fool. God damn it!
But
what did he draw?
I don't know.
Was he a drawer or painter?
I think he was a painter. I think. But yeah, one little flip of a switch.
He's so fascinating.
Yeah, he is. I think that's probably the most fascinating villainous story.
Real life supervillain, dude. It's crazy scary.
And now, dude, that's even crazy to think about. It's like, what about Putin? Is Putin the next?
No, I think Kim Jong Un's.
You think Kim?
Yeah. He'd been. Do you see how he'd been He'd been gone. No one's seen him. Outside of North Korea for like the past few months. I guess he lost a lot of weight or something.
Damn.
I think he's going through personal issues. That North Korea is fucking. It's
scary how devoted those people are.
It's crazy how that's how North Korea is a thing in 2022.
It works like that. Yeah.
The government just doesn't give their people food, shelter. They got to figure it out on their own, but they can't like kill a cow that they find because everything's a property of the government.
Yeah.
So if you find a cow and you kill it because you're fucking starving because the government won't give you food, you're gonna die anyways. Oh, and hey, and your kids are gonna go to jail, and your kids' kids are gonna go to jail, and your grandkids are gonna go to jail, all because you killed that cow because you're hungry.
Yeah. How do you want to have a kid in that situation? Like, what makes you think that making an offspring is a good idea?
I'd imagine that.
Because wouldn't just the population just shut down?
I'd imagine that the North Koreans unknowingly, or they think North Korea is the best place to live based on the propaganda they're given.
Yeah,
like they have newscasts where they tell the people that North Korea is bombing the USA, so they think North Korea is fucking up the USA right now and bombing them.
Yeah, I guess so.
They can tell their people whatever they want to. It's crazy position to be in.
They have blinders onto the world.
Mm-hmm. There was one person from North Korea who escaped to South Korea, and then I guess couldn't fit in with society, or was like, this is hard to do. I was never taught math, or if you escape North Korea and go to South Korea, you get a job in South Korea. You got to know just like you do here, some basic math, some basic writing, communication skills. They don't know any of that. So he or she escaped North Korea and then said, fuck this, and then successfully got back into North Korea. And people are thinking that it was a propaganda stunt that North Korea pulled to show other North Koreans that you don't want to go out there. Because he or she successfully got past the DMZ, all those guards. I think 2 million landmines there and back. So miraculously didn't step on a total of 4 million or 2 million landmines, but 4 million opportunities to fucking get got by landmines didn't happen.
Crazy.
So people are thinking it was
staged.
Someone from North Korea sending their own people to be like, it's stuff like that's very interesting to me.
Yeah.
Like, what could actually be going the fuck on with propaganda and stuff? And what are we being told as Americans that's complete bullshit?
Yeah, that's even crazy.
Because any country could do it.
What if... Oh, this is crazy. What if Putin is really just an actor?
Conspiracy theories, man.
Uh-oh. What if Putin is just an actor and he's just hiding up in an LA warehouse right now filming those videos?
We could have a whole ass podcast on conspiracy theories.
Oh, dude. That's crazy.
Just like we have with all of our entries today.
I don't understand how we did that, but we just put on
Today's the injury.
It was not even planned. It was not even planned.
Injury podcast. All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom and then we can do TikToks.
Okay. Here's the TikTok that I want to show you. And this is a real person.
Okay.
Here we go. There's one. Take the cup off. Oh, this one's a tight one. And there's the other one. Oh, look at these titties, eh? Look at these titties. Jiggling titties, eh? Yes, eh? I love my titties. Yes, I do. Oh, baby, baby, baby. What a pig Norm Somerton is. I am a pig. Wee, wee, wee. Wee, wee, wee. A pig with tits.
Okay, first of all, the first thing you should notice is one, he's got the word slut in big letters tattooed on his stomach.
Does he really?
He's got slut. This way. You see it? He had slut written on his stomach. Second of all, his nipples have fucking, like, black suns tattooed on it.
I saw those.
And then he fucking suction cups his tits.
Dude, why are they so big? Is he like a girl that?
No, this is a legit man.
How is that possible?
You stretch it out by cupping it.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, those cups started out small cups, and they just got probably bigger.
Oh, dude, that
It's
gives me the chills.
it's so disgusting. This guy's name is I think, where is it? Norman Summerton the pig.
What? Where do you have to be in the world, like in
I
life?
have no
How
idea.
old do you think he is?
Doing
that at that age?
I mean, he's got white hair, so I assume
Can you
he's
imagine-
at least 60.
Can you imagine Grandpa doing some shit like that?
No.
Like how are you in that
No.
position mentally
I don't know,
to
dude.
do that,
I have
man?
no idea. So I went.
Hey, man, go do a puzzle, dude.
I dove a little deeper just to see what else he had to offer. So here's a related TikTok. The quality's a little iffy.
Oh my.
Hello, this is Pig Norman Somerton. Well, as you all know, I am a pig, and pigs like to eat pig slop, and I'm no different. So what I'm doing today is I'm preparing myself with these lovely little jewels. Hot dogs, chicken hot dogs actually. And I just pissed into this container, so it has fresh piss right now. So my preparation process is to put these dogs into my piss and leave them there for hours, so that when I cook them up, they will be properly flavored with my own pig piss. As
He's marinating.
He's pickling hot dogs in his piss. Pickling hot dogs in his piss to eat. He's doing this all while having cups on his tits.
Yeah, it's like that wasn't even the point.
It was normal. It was normal. It was
video.
normal for him to have those cups on.
Just throughout the day, dude. This is something. Old people should not be allowed to drive. Should not be allowed.
No.
What I think once you hit.
But fucking piss? I was like, okay, this is him eating hot dogs. And then all of a sudden I saw the piss in the fucking jar.
And I love those cringy videos with like 200 likes.
Well, see, that video was kind of like me searching for it. So I just found one that was a good enough quality, but it just happened to be a repost of one.
Yeah, it looked like he was recording on a fucking toaster oven.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Nah, dude, that was terrible.
Yeah, man. Old people shouldn't be allowed to drive. Another law we're going to have to make is if you have to weigh more, this has nothing to do with the old man. This is just another thing that shouldn't be fucking allowed with old people driving. If your dog weighs more than you should not be allowed to walk it. If you're walking your dog and it could get away from you just because it's stronger than you,
Okay, that's
and
fair.
fucking tack the mailman,
That's fair.
we got a problem
Yeah,
here.
there's issues.
We got a problem here. There's been 3 fucking times I've been delivering, and I thought I was gonna die because this little bitty lady comes walking either like a fat ass Great Dane or German Shepherd, and it's like tugging. I'm like, dude,
It's kind of an accident.
if you accidentally let go, it's a wrap. I'm done. I'm dead. I'm dead. So
I mean, that's kind of like it's like a cow if a cow wanted to kill something, like kill you.
So we got to get that law figured out, and we got to get these fucking old ass people off the road.
I think that one is easy enough as just to fence in your front yard. Just fence.
But like
the
if they're
house in.
walking the dog,
fucking let it run around the front yard. You ain't walking that shit. It's walking you at that point.
Yeah, dude, terrifying. But yeah, those are a couple things that need to have. That need to
a little adjustment too.
Mm-hmm.
So, I might have another one.
Good, because I don't have any.
Fucking slacking, dude.
Yeah, well, I took a CBD edible that sent me to fucking Neptune's moon.
Okay, so this one is just weird. And I don't understand why people are recording this shit instead of taking care of the situation at hand. But this is the video.
The flavors are melting on my tongue.
Taking care of the situation at hand, he says.
Are you kidding me? Okay, here's some of the top comments, okay?
Taking care of the situation.
Here are some of the top comments. Chico digging for gold. Stop. Man's out here dreaming it's you doing it. Oh, nah. And you just letting it happen. Why'd you post this? Delete this.
Oh, my God.
What the dog doing? And what the dog doing?
He was getting in there. I saw it had 1.3 million likes.
So. It has 12.2 million views. A dog just chowing out some dude's ass.
That's the beauty of TikTok, man.
You
can record a video and it could get 12 million views. Or it could get 2.
Yeah.
And be just as good as a video.
I thought about... So, me and Tyler were at our grandpa's house yesterday. And I thought about just like... We were playing dominoes. And inevitably, dominoes... make those and that you don't want those angles to intersect, so you have them all going the opposite direction of each other. Yeah. So it ends up being a swastika. And I was like, dude, I could literally say, does anybody else like record the dominoes? Like, does anybody else have this problem with dominoes? I was like, I bet you that'd be a fucking a kill for TikTok.
Yeah. Millions of views.
But I mean,
it does always seem to happen though.
It does. There were some funny moments with him yesterday.
Yeah.
You
like this sick ass beat that's playing right now, Michael?
Oh yeah, it's so sick. It's so sick, dude. Have you made one yet?
Yeah, I made it. I made a couple.
Do you have a little backlog?
No, I do not.
Really?
No,
I thought you would have backlog.
I just didn't want to fucking do it all today. So
that's fair.
I should have a little backlog, but
I mean, what? How much does the little beat? Because you just clip it beginning and end, don't you?
Yeah, it probably takes me 10 minutes, but
yeah. But there you go. Episode 7.
Much love.
Adios, fellers.